Alright, here we are, and we are playing The Simpsons, the arcade game, which is really quite a bright and vibrant and colorful game. I like it quite a bit. I don't always play it because, I mean, you know, these arcade games, they're meant to be standalone experiences where you know, go through it once and then you don't have to go through it again for a really long time. But I do have a way. I've already played it. I've already played through the whole thing, and I played it using Homer and then, you know, just did my best to get through it, but that was boring. So I came up with an idea for us to be able to play all 4 of the characters at the same time, and that is to use a 4-player cabinet.
Homer!
Where is Marge? There we go. Oh, get ready for the noise! Oh, it's terrible! Ooh, I hate that noise, but it's worth it because now we can play as all 4 characters, because what I've done is I've connected all Marge, Homer, Bart, and Lisa to one single control mechanism. So if this works out, we should have a pretty interesting game. Alright, here we go. Okay, we have all 4 characters, and yep, I can do it. I'm playing all 4 characters, and they all move at once. Oh man, that's perfect. That's fucking perfect. Oh man, that's so much easier too. Like, you can just take dudes out super fast. Just slapping dudes around like they're nothing. Whoa, okay.
Up and at 'em.
Good. This also means that we can do these super attacks, which are really cool. They're really kind of hard to pull off. Well, they're not that hard to pull off, but it's kind of hard to maintain them. Like, you can start it, but you have to maintain it. And you can just, like, run around and beat people up, but that's only if you have multiple family members. Which now we do. It sucked because I had to play the whole game as Homer, which is cool. I like Homer and everything, but he can't do that. You see, he can't do that shit right there. Fuck you guys. Yeah, fuck him. Just get him. Get him.
Up and at 'em.
Yeah, boom. This is pretty fucking cool. Look at this. We could just take everybody out. Speaking of which, who are these guys? I have no idea. Like, They must be lawyers. Like, I figure, because you saw the story, right? It's like, okay, there's Smithers, who for some reason is robbing a jewelry store, and he robs a jewelry store, and Maggie gets the jewel, and he kidnaps Maggie. And it's like, why? That's not like Waylon Smithers at all, right? Yeah, super attack. Yeah, hamburgers. So that's the story, and now we have to rescue fucking Maggie, which doesn't make any sense to me. But it's a pretty good, like, you get a lot of Simpsons locations. You get, like, most of Springfield. It's pretty good. Oh, damn it. The problem with this game, my main complaint is just that all the bosses auto-hit. They do, like, a lot of auto-attack, which is so bad. It's very cheap. But lucky for us, we have infinite credits. So it shouldn't be that big a deal. Right? Hopefully it's not that big a deal. Alright, we gotta team up.
Up and at 'em.
Okay, he's down. Alright. This isn't working out too bad so far. Bonus stage, god damn it.
Balloon and go after Maggie. Ready?
Aren't they all gonna be the same though? Yeah, who's gonna win? Are we gonna all tie? Yeah, look, we're all the same. Wiener, wiener, everybody gets points. Nice. Crusty Land. Oh, I like this level. I do like this level. It's quite a bit like I love Crusty Land as sort of like this amalgamation of theme parks in the Simpsons universe. It's like a little bit of it's basically like a parody of Disney and Disneyland, except instead of Disney you have like this Bozo the Clown amalgam who like has all these bad traits from all these Can we get Santa's Little Helper? No. I feel like we could have picked up Santa's Little Helper, but I just didn't. Hey, look, donuts! Hell yeah, bro. This is way better than one player, because in one player, I would have been getting my ass kicked. These guys would have surrounded me. It's almost too easy, actually, now that I think about it. But you know what, like, don't let it bother you, because the truth is, like, this game gets ridiculous. The difficulty in this game, like, I'll tell you right now, because I used to play this game at a round table pizza. Round table, just like King Arthur, round table pizza. And it was like, because that's, you know, you young kids probably don't remember. Actually, my audience, knowing YouTube, you guys probably do remember. You're all in your 30s and 40s and 50s and all that. So you guys probably do remember that the only way you could play a game that looked this good was to get your ass down to the arcade. Otherwise, you were stuck playing, like, Nintendo games, which were fine. But this game was, like, probably 1990, I think, when this one came out. So it's like, you have, like, the arcade games at the arcade, or you had them in, like, bars and, like, family fun centers and all kinds of shit like that. But, what was I saying? But then at home, you'd have, like, complete just 8-bit games. You'd have, like, Super Mario Brothers, and then you'd go order some pizza and you'd be playing this shit. And it just was not, it could not even compare. Like, it's impossible to describe how cool it was at the time. Because, like, look at this. This looks almost like the cartoon does. It's, like, almost like playing a live cartoon. It's very hard to explain how cool that actually was at the time. But yeah, that was my go-to place, was Round Table Pizza. And I would go there and I would play this game. And I actually played it kind of late. It's like, okay, so there's this game, and then, like, the super common one was Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It was that one and then this game. Those were the most common arcade games you could find. And Round Table had them both. And it was pretty close to the school that I went to high school at. So pretty often, like every few months, I could take a trip down there and spend some money, get a pizza or whatever. And I would play this fucking game, and it was pretty good. But I never made it past this part. Like, I never made it past this boss. Like, I wasn't until, like, maybe yesterday that I actually figured out what the third level is, which is pretty cool. The third level, I have to admit, is pretty cool. But, oh, damn, these guys. This fucking hot air balloon, god damn it, come on, get him, get him, get him. Okay, let's use the power.
Up and at 'em.
There we go, is that it? Got him! Ah, falling to your death! See what I mean? It looks like a cartoon. Like, it looks like an episode of The Simpsons, and that blew people's minds back in the day. There's Smithers, goddammit. Fuck that guy. Kidnapping kids. Which, yeah, is totally out of his character. I don't understand why he's doing it. It makes no sense to me, but whatever. We won't judge. I don't know if I should spoil it for you guys, like who the last boss is for the game, but I mean, if you know who Waylon Smithers is, if you know anything about The Simpsons, which pretty much everybody in the universe does, then you know who the last boss is, and it's like...
Up and at 'em.
It's so freaking hard, that last boss. Like, he auto-hits everything. It's like you hit him once, he knocks you down. You hit him again, he knocks you down, and that's the whole fight. Like, whatever this playthrough comes down to, 30 minutes, 40 minutes, or whatever, I promise you, like, 10 minutes of that are going to be added on just for that final boss. It's a slog. He really is. But other than that, the game is pretty cool. And I recommend you play it, like, if you can.
Up and at 'em.
God damn these lawyers, man. They are everywhere. I know Mr. Burns has a lot of lawyers, but this is ridiculous. But they're about to change right now. Because now we've got zombos. Yeah, and then the enemies continue to change up all throughout the whole rest of the game. Especially these zombies. This is hilarious. They're doing fucking Thriller.
Up and at 'em.
God, the Thriller must have been huge. Like, I understood Thriller. Like, I know what Thriller is. Even as a kid, I knew what Thriller was. But I was too fucking scared to even... I was way too scared to listen to that song. The music video scared me. I was like a little kid when it came out. But yeah, now I see it and it is kind of funny. Like, look at him go! That's crazy. They're doing the clap and everything. And now they're dead. Yeah, I really like this level. But it's probably not my favorite level. I think my favorite level is the movie studio, which we're gonna get to later. You eventually get to that, like the Kent Brockman, I think, Channel 6 studio, and it's pretty cool.
Up and at 'em.
Oh, here it is. It's time. A real life fucking ghost.
Up and at 'em.
Oh, this is fucking easy. God, this is great. You guys don't understand. The first time I went through this game, this part specifically on this stupid elevator gave me so much trouble because I was fighting alone.
Up and at 'em.
It's like, I get it though, because if you were designing an arcade game, you want to make as much money as possible, so you want to encourage people to spend more money and play together. Makes sense. So if you make the game progressively easier, the more people who join in. That's good incentive. Unless I'm wrong about that, and the game gets progressively more difficult as you join in. I know sometimes they do that. But I know Turtles was easier. That game was so much easier. Especially that final boss fight against Shredder. Spoilers if you've never heard that one. That video will be up soon if it's not already up. my playthrough of the Turtles arcade game. So good. So fucking good, dude.
Up and at 'em.
These guys. Yeah, I thought this boss was weird because it's like, who even are these guys? I mean, the last two bosses were unknown characters as well, but even still, like, who are these guys and why were they like? Because these were those guys that appeared in the last few levels, and it's like, now we're here, and it's like, who are they? They're just like thugs. I wonder if they were in that opening cutscene, like these were the guys who robbed the jewelry store with Smithers. Maybe.
Up and at 'em.
God, they take forever though. They take forever to kill. I don't like it. Okay, well, spoke too soon because one of them died immediately as I said that. God damn, just wait till we get to the goddamn bowling ball. You think these guys have a lot of hit points? Jesus, just wait for that goddamn bowling ball. Stage 4, Moe's Tavern.
Up and at 'em.
Yeah, this one threw me for a loop when I first played it because I'm like, this does not look anything like Moe's Tavern, but it's like, yeah, whatever. They're taking some artistic license, I guess it's fine.
Up and at 'em.
This place is huge though. And it's full of lawyers, which, as you know, in The Simpsons would never happen in Moe's Tavern. Is Barney in here? I like Barney. He's one of my favorite characters because he's an alcoholic.
Up and at 'em.
There's Moe. There's Barney. Except they got his shirt wrong. That's weird. I wonder why. Did they not know? Or maybe when this game was made, that's just the color that his shirt was. Maybe it changed in the cartoon and not the video game. Or maybe it's some kind of like screen limitation, like something with the sprites or something. Like they only have a certain number of colors that can be used at any given time. Like that happens sometimes, especially with these old games. But I know that the hardware used in the arcades, like, because if you got a console, then the hardware is always static. But if you have an arcade game, then the hardware can be modified. It can be modified on a case-by-case basis. That's why you have different versions of different games when it comes to arcades. You have, like, even this game, there's this version, there's versions for different countries that are censored in different ways. There's the 2-player version, and each one needs its own specific hardware. I don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about. I'm going crazy. I'm talking over here like I'm an arcade manufacturer, and I'm not. Nobody is anymore. Arcades are dead, except maybe in Japan.
Up and at 'em.
But nowadays, like I said, back then, in order to get the really good games, you had to go to an arcade, and it was very exciting. Hey look, aliens! With Marge as Ellen Ripley. That's fucking cool. That's a nice reference. And then the Simpsons 4-player cabinet from Konami. What was I saying? Yeah, you had to get the really good games. This is what the really good games look like. You know, I remember when they started, like, 3D games started showing up in the arcades in the early 90s. You'd get, like, House of the Dead. You'd get, like, Time Crisis. Virtua Cop. And I remember games like that just blew my mind. I was all like, sitting there like, games are never gonna look better than this. Now even those games aren't like anything compared to like what I can get on my PlayStation 4 or my Xbox One. Nothing beats that. So it's like, there's just no point into an arcade anymore. The experiences aren't even better. Like, I remember Crazy Taxi. You guys probably don't. Yeah, you guys know Crazy Taxi. Of course you know Crazy Taxi. Everybody knows Crazy Taxi. Crazy Taxi is great. And I remember thinking that the Dreamcast port of Crazy Taxi was even better than the arcade port because it featured like challenge mode, you know? I think it's called the Crazy Pyramid or something, where you have to complete specific challenges and you can do like Crazy Taxi bowling on it and all kinds of stuff, drift challenges and things like that. And I just remember thinking like that's even cooler than the arcade, so now there's no point in even playing the arcade version because I could just play it here at home, you know? And I remember that was one of the games that we got for the Dreamcast when I was younger. That was like one of the first games we got for it because it was really cheap, you know, at the time. Springfield Springfield. Why didn't they just call it Springfield Gorge? Anyway.
Up and at 'em.
Yeah, but this is a strange one because the Simpsons Arcade Game stayed an arcade game, you know? It was never released. Like, eventually they got around to releasing Turtles in Time. Like, even the Turtles arcade game got a port for the NES, even though it wasn't really perfect. It wasn't really even good. It did not compare graphically. And you guys will see when I upload that game, if I haven't already uploaded that game. Like, you guys will see, the graphics on the arcade are so much better than the NES port. It does not even compare. Oh, fucking Sasquatch! But this is an interesting one because the Simpsons Arcade Game, it's a big reason why I wanted to play this. You know, the Simpsons Arcade Game was one that never got ported to anything. You know, I think there's a port for like, and it's a funny port because it's a port to the Commodore 64, and the graphics are so much worse that it's almost like, what's even the point, you know? If you guys have ever seen that, I recommend you look it up because it's such a missed opportunity. Like, they should have had like a Super Nintendo port of this game or something. I don't know why they never did it. Maybe technical issues, maybe even copyright issues because The Simpsons is such a huge property. Bro, give me that. Hold on. Nelson, god damn it, give me the thing. God, okay, never mind. Whatever, that's fine. But yeah, maybe it has something to do with the intellectual property or something, but for some reason, yeah, it never got a port. Except for that Commodore 64, which just looks awful. It does look like almost like an 8-bit game, and you guys know controlling the Commodore sucks because you gotta use the keyboard, and the control schemes were never perfect. And just getting the goddamn thing to work. Sometimes it's a challenge just getting the games to turn on when it comes to Commodore, so it's like, I was always really surprised that they didn't port this game to any of the consoles. Like, even, like, this game it looks good, but it's nothing that, like, the PS1 couldn't handle. You know, it's nothing that they couldn't have. It's just, it was possible, and it makes me wonder why they didn't. Especially considering, like, another good one is the X-Men arcade game. That one eventually got a port to Xbox 360 of all things. You know what I mean? Like, Turtles in Time got a port and a remake. So it's like, why not this one? But oh well. I'm just happy that I'm able to play it here and that I can bring it to you guys, that I can share it with as many people as possible, because it really is sort of an extraordinary experience. Especially this part. Fuck you. I thought for sure it was going to be Sasquatch when I first played it. No, it's the bear. Who is actually a character from the show in the episode, like, something, The Simpsons in the Wild or something. When they go camping and everything goes wrong. And it's actually, that's why I think it's funny that Sasquatch is an enemy in this game, because in Simpsons canon, Homer is Sasquatch. Because he goes out into the woods and he gets all dirty and fucked up, and people assume that he's a Sasquatch. When in actuality, it's just Homer, because Homer doesn't know how to camp. You know, he's really bad at survival, as he is in honestly bad at a great many things. survival is just one of many things that Homer cannot do properly. Okay, what's next? I think after this one is the dream sequence, which is crazy. Watch, you guys are gonna love this shit. Took his ass out.
Up and at 'em.
It was a guy? What the heck was? What do you mean it was a guy? That's weird. Oh look, it's Maggie. Crusty toys. Straight off the side of the waterfall. Too bad, so sad. Look at him go. And now they've fallen into sleep. A deep, deep slumber. Check this out. Stage 6 Dreamland. It's fucking crazy, guys. Look at this place.
Up and at 'em.
It reminds me of it reminds me of
Up and at 'em.
the what is that goddamn game? I think it's just called the Simpsons game. It wasn't based on the movie, but it came out around the same time that the movie did. And it's pretty good. You have like a fully free roaming Springfield that you can run around in. It's pretty cool, but oh god, that's creepy. Just run from that. That's creepy. But at the beginning of that game, there's a section in which Homer is dreaming about the land of chocolate. And it's like, it's made of like chocolate and there's like all kinds of candy everywhere and you're beating up these chocolate bunny rabbits, these like Easter bunnies. It's pretty good. It's a decent game. It's not great, but there's some really good moments in it. Like they have a parody of Medal of Honor in that game. They have a parody of like Dance Dance Revolution. They have all kinds of... there's a lot of jokes in that game. It's worth checking out. Of course, nothing beats Hit and Run, which is a game I will play if I can eventually get to it. Can I pick these up? Yes, I can! I can fucking pick them up. I'll kill you with an exclamation point, goddammit. Hit and Run is a good one, but where does that go? Is Hit and Run, Simpsons Hit and Run, is that considered a driving game? Like, I don't necessarily consider it like a competitive, like, sports game, because it's more mission-based, and there is action. I don't know, that's an interesting one. I'll have to figure it out. I'll probably put it in, I'll probably make like an action playlist, because one of the games I'm planning on covering is Metal Gear Solid. And I'm like, does that count? I think it counts as action. Metal Gear is definitely action. That game is loaded with action. But it's stealth action. Stealth action is still action. And here we go, bowling ball. So this thing is terrible. Because it's got more hit points than any other boss in the game. You have to hit it like 10 times more than any other boss in the game, and it's a pain in the ass.
Up and at 'em.
And on top of that, the bowling ball has several forms. Can you imagine? Why? Why bowling ball? That don't make no sense. See, here's its next form.
Up and at 'em.
Alright, come on, give me the last one. There it is. No, that's not even the last one. Right? It's got like another form after this. Oh, look at that face it's making. God, that was oddly perverted looking face. See, where's the last one? Is this it? Or with the long tail thing? See, look at that. Weird. That's phallic. Which kind of makes sense why this bowling ball has so many hit points. I mean, it is a bowling ball. It's like, that's like punching a solid block of like marble or whatever the hell bowling balls are made out of. There we go. That was way easier. At one player, God, that boss fight took forever because it was like, he's always knocking you down and it has 4 freaking forms. Horrible. Anyway, we've escaped Dreamland, yay! Bonus stage. Oh, we gotta wake him up.
Wake up and find Maggie. Ready?
Sure.
Go!
Wake up! Wake the fuck up! They look mad as shit. It was like, this fool really slapping the shit out of us? Yes. All 4 of you, all at the same time. Let's go, motherfuckers. We gotta save Margarita. Or what is Maggie short for? Her name is Margaret Simpson, I think? Margaret. Okay, let me think. Alright, so this is the TV studio. And this one's an interesting level because it actually has 2 boss fights. This is the second to the last level. The next one is the last level. And, can we hit this guy? No. This is the second to the last level. The next level is the last one, which is... Well, I won't tell you. I won't spoil it or anything. But this one's interesting because it actually has 2 boss fights. They don't have as many hit points as the main bosses. They're sort of like more like mini bosses. But they're very interesting because they're very like television based. One is like science fiction based and the other one is fantasy based. And you'll see those in a second here. See, here it is. I think this is it. Yep. You go onto this moon set here and you're gonna find this boss. Which, I know a lot of these characters don't actually appear in the series, but this one is cool. This goddamn robot thing, it's crazy. It's cool. Alright, we need special powers. Oh, blinded for a second there. That was an excellent tactic, sir. Doesn't that mean he's shooting his lasers at us? Like he's shooting his lasers literally at the player? God, these things are a lot harder than I remember them being. Dude, you need to cut that shit out, man. There we go, got one. There. That made the second one easy. Once you get the first one, the second one's easy. Pick up their heads, because fuck those guys. Anyway, yeah, that's pretty cool. Some kind of cybernetic robot boss. And then the next one, there's another boss, and he is based in a more fantasy setting, so it's pretty cool. But yeah, we're coming up on the end of the game here. It's not bad. A little bit longer than I'm used to for arcades. I'm used to about 30-minute experiences for arcades. I guess this one's about 40, 45. But yeah, Simpsons versus ninjas. Crazy, huh? Can you imagine? Actually, you know what? The amount of movement you get from these enemies makes them the most pain in the ass enemy in the whole game. It's annoying. They're always flipping, and they do so much to avoid your attacks. It's quite frustrating.
Up and at 'em.
Plus, wouldn't these guys technically be actors? Like, this is just a movie set, so it's not like these are real ninjas. Why? Why are you fighting me? I'm just trying to get my daughter. That fucking asshole pissed me off.
Up and at 'em.
Here it comes. Now this guy is interesting to me because I'm not sure if he's Oni or if he's Tengu. It's weird. Like, he has the nose, Tengu, but it got me thinking. You look at him, and is he Oni or is he Tengu? And I don't know. And then it got me thinking, like, aren't those kind of like the same thing? Like, what is the difference between Oni and a Tengu in Japanese mythology? They seem almost the same, like when you look them up. Or is it like a designation? Like an Oni is like a demon, but a Tengu is like a type of Oni, maybe? Anyway, this boss is a pain in the ass because he does auto hit. Oof, I love that. I love how they come flying in as superheroes whenever you die. Come on, dude, just die. You're very annoying. This is gonna be the final boss. The final boss is just like this. Every time you hit him, he knocks you down. It's just auto hit, dude. There's no defense against it. I love that. I love that Homer Simpson dance. God damn it, Margarita. I'm sick of you. And there it is, the nuclear power plant. Yes, if you guessed it, you are correct. The nuclear power plant is the final stage.
Welcome to my
Up and
world.
at 'em.
Alright, we got Smithers here, and we're just gonna... He's not too hard. I mean, compared to the madness that that we had to go through getting here, Smithers is not hard at all.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
Whoa, oh damn it. If we had actually dodged that, that would have been very cool.
That's right. That's right.
He blew himself up. He suicided. Yeesh. Anyway, here's the final boss. Mr. Burns, Mr. Boo Earns. Alright, so he's got this giant fucking thing, and it's a fucking pain in the ass. Because of that, fucking auto punch. This guy's just auto punch all goddamn day, and he shoots fucking nukes. Can you believe that? Firing goddamn nukes at the Simpsons. What the hell? Like, talk about overkill, man. That's completely unnecessary, sir. But I'm just gonna do my best. Just keep hitting him. Oh, straight into a nuke. God damn it, that was terrible. I apologize. Oh yeah, and he's another one that's got a bunch of forms. Tons of them. I swear to God, tank tracks. Goddamn tank tracks. And this ain't even the end of it either, I'll show you. Like, this is the thing that like, it blows my mind when it comes to arcades. Can you imagine? Like, how many quarters have you spent? $10, $20 worth of quarters? You know what I mean? How many quarters you spent getting here? And then you have to fight this bullshit final boss who just auto hits every, like, it sucks. It's just not fair. It's really unfair, actually. Life is good, they say. Life is grand when you're beating up a Mr. Burns. Alright, he's breaking apart.
Up and at him.
That's crazy. Not even nuclear warheads can stop the Simpsons, sir. Come on, get the fuck back on the screen. Did you see that? He was trying to run away off the screen. Alright. Oh my god. I'm exhausted. I'm exhausted. Oh my god, come on, dude. Just give up. You can't beat the power of family, sir. Don't give up, guys. We're almost there. Don't click off the video until he's dead. He owes it to us after all this goddamn time.
Up and at him.
See what I mean? Like, that's just automatic hit. There we go. Fucking finally. Beat his ass. Fuck him. Fuck you. Give me back my baby. Look, we're all tired. I feel you, Simpsons. I'm fucking tired too. That was a lot. But it's all over. And he's dead. And I don't even feel bad.
Maggie!
Alright. All is well that ends well. The Simpsons are reunited and the game is over. I mean, what else is there to say? That was pretty good. Hold on, give me 1 second. I'll do the outro right now. Just let me bask in the glory of this moment. Yeah, it's a pretty good game. It is a pretty good game. But anyway, whew, that one took a lot out of me. If you liked playing this game with me and you want to play more games with me, then go ahead and like this video and subscribe to the channel. And if you're feeling really generous, I have a Patreon you can donate to. Look at that, throwing away the jewel like a boss. They don't even need it, they don't care. They got the power family. Anyway, until next time, nerds, stay heroic.